Welcome to the Baseball Together podcast with your hosts, Blackjack Brad and Briggy Blue Eyes. And now, Baseball Together. Baseball family, welcome to this Sunday episode of the Baseball Together podcast. I'm Brig. I got Brad right here with me. He's good. He's so good. How are you, Brad? You're so good, aren't you?
You're spot on with that, Brig. I am so good. How are you doing?
I knew it. I just knew it. Baseball family, we are excited that you're here. We, at the end of every month / the beginning of every month, depending on how the episodes fall, do our version of power rankings. That is what we typically call emoji tiers. We have our lists built out to cover all of August and through, to help you get ready for September, which is the last month of the regular season, by the way. We are cruising into the playoffs. It's very exciting. Typically, we keep ourselves to a pretty structured breakdown, but in the last month of every season, we don't. So usually we'll have our diamond tier, heart tier, question mark, thumbs down, and the poop tier, 3 on top, 3 on bottom, 8 in the 3 in between. This is not that way. This, we threw out the rules. We do whatever we want to do. And Brad, I even renamed my tiers. Like, I have a totally new... I renamed them. I don't care anymore about the naming conventions. I've decided this is more fun.
I made a specific criteria for one of my tiers.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've done. So, they're all criteria.
Nice.
I have one that's the same name, but only my diamond tier has stayed my diamond tier.
Oh,
so, Brad, why don't you get into it? Tell us who's in your... you want to start at the top or the bottom?
Let's start at the bottom. Let's start at the top. No, okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. So... We'll start at the poop. Start at the poop tier. Okay, this is the one that has specific criteria. If you have been worse than the Rockies in the last 30 games, this is where you land. Worse or as bad as the Rockies, this is where you land. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
The Rockies are 12-18 over the last 30 games. These are the teams that they have been as good or better than. Okay? Plus, there's a couple others that are in there because they just belong there. The Angels, the White Sox, the Rays, the Giants, the Twins, also the Rockies, Nats, and Pirates are in there because that's where they belong. And here's a fun one. Are you ready for this? These teams have only been one game better. They're not here, but I just think this is interesting. One game better than the Rockies over the last 30 games. The Astros, Mets, Nats, and Cards.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's some hardcore analysis there, my friend.
That's wild. I found the column on Baseball Reference. I was like, this is fun. So
that is really fun, actually. I like that.
So that's my poop tier. It is officially the Rockies, Nats, Pirates, Angels, White Sox, Rays, Giants, and Twins.
Nice. I've renamed my poop tier to There's No Hope for You right now. And
is there an emoji for that?
No, I told you I only have one emoji. This is where I include the White Sox and the Rockies, and those are the only two teams this far down. But I will move up. I got a couple of other tiers that will help clear the confusion. Okay. The next ones, I mean, that's self-explanatory. All of these tiers now are self-explanatory. The bullet points, mic drop. I'll tell you exactly how I feel. The next tier up is start signing guys to long-term deals now before they can leave. The younger guys.
Okay.
Like we talked about on Tuesday's show. This is where the A's belong, and I would put the Pirates here as well. But with the Pirates specifically, the statement is, please, God, start doing this. Like, not only does this need to happen, but you've got to do it. You just never do it. You got to do it. Okay. And then I'm going to go up one more just to cover the ground. Let the rebuild begin. Let it just, whatever you're doing, stop unless you're already rebuilding. And that's the Orioles and the Twins specifically. The Orioles, would it kill you to have a little diversity in the lineup? I'm just saying.
You're not wrong.
So it's not working. Do something else.
Yeah, it's true. You're not wrong there.
All right, you go up one tier.
So that is all equivalent to your poop tier.
Correct.
Those are your like sub tiers to your poop tier. How about that? Does that work?
There you go. There you
Okay.
go.
All right. Okay. Thumbs down. I have the Marlins, Athletics, Diamondbacks, Orioles, Braves, Cardinals, and Cleveland's Baseball Club.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the A's. I'm gonna be honest with you because I said it when we did our takeaways from every team that they're just victims of circumstance. I watched them play the Mariners this weekend, and I was like, "Golly, this dude can hit. This dude can hit. This guy's really good. Man, this guy can really hit." Like, come on.
Yeah.
They're it. What they're the team, the Royals, over the last few years, where it was like, golly, they can hit the ball with anybody, but their pitching is just horrendous.
Yeah.
So bad.
Absolutely.
So if they can figure out that pitching thing, man, they might be a problem. But I don't know if they care enough or they're going to do that. So
who knows? Okay, here we go. My subsets of the thumbs down tier.
okay,
Okay. I'm going to start with the bottom, which is I think the rebuild has started, but I don't know for sure. This is where I put the Nats. This is where I put the Marlins. This is where I put the Angels. With the Angels, please just trade Mike Trout. Give him a playoff.
I
Have
don't think
somebody.
he has a no trade clause. I don't think you would have it.
I know.
Honestly,
I don't
I don't think
care.
you would.
Ugh, it's so stupid. The Marlins, give it time, but do not stop developing. But stop trading. stop letting it go.
Yeah, they do need to hold on to some of those guys. Like
Yeah.
it's the draft, develop, and trade. That's all it is. That's all the Marlins are doing at this point.
Terrible.
So many of those bad teams, it's what they do, and it's just absurd. Sign those guys and let them become franchise cornerstones. I don't understand.
Okay, the next subset up is this is your fault, mostly. Mostly.
Okay.
Okay. The D-backs and the Giants fit this category, and then I'm going to put the Braves down here, and this is hardly your fault. this is not really your fault. That's where the mostly comes in with the tier. Is that the D-backs and Giants? This is your fault. This is
Isn't
this
it
is your bad.
So odd that the Giants just got so bad after they traded for Rafi Devers. Like,
it's astonishing.
Wow.
And why did Corbin
nuts.
Burns not? You know what I mean? Like they should have. Anyway, there's so much. It's all your fault. This is your fault. But with the Braves, it's not all your fault.
It's not. No.
So but you still suck right now. So,
right.
Okay, give me your question mark equivalent.
My question mark tier is empty. Yeah, we know who teams are at this point.
I thought that's where you would be. So here's my equivalent of the question mark. I'm calling it better luck next year. Okay. Too little, too late for the Rangers and Cardinals. Okay. Too little, too late. Cleveland, though, who else is gambling? That's the biggest question mark. We want to know. We want to see the reports, and we want to know who else is involved.
There's got to be somebody, because
gotta be.
They shouldn't be this bad.
Nope. So who else? And then okay, the next subset I have a tier dedicated to the Yankees. This is my Yankee tier.
Oh, wow.
Fits right here. I hate that they're this bad right now. That's all. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. Jumping to the top of this tier is the Red Sox. I hate that they're this good right now. And everybody in between now is the Reds, the Rays, and the Royals. The Reds, the Mets are afraid of you, but nobody else is. Way to go overperforming. Nice job. I appreciate you. The Rays, schedule is tough. You're not at home. There's no home for you. Got a lot of things to figure out. Not all the way your fault. Lots of questions. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the Royals, question mark, because the Yankees may gift you a wild card spot, but you're going to blow it anyway. And we don't know why. We have no idea why. So that's it. Those are the question marks going into September.
I like it.
Okay, what's in your heart? What's in your heart?
Okay, so I realized that I doubled up on the Orioles. I was copying and pasting instead of counting. Normally I count.
Happens.
This time I just copied and pasted. So the Orioles actually don't belong in my thumbs down tier, because I know that things have not gone well for them this year. They are way underperforming, like we talked about.
Yeah.
But they've been like one of the better teams since like the beginning of June. Like, that's how bad things were at the beginning of the year. That now that things are good, they're still bad. Okay?
Yeah, right.
But they're at the very bottom of my heart tier because of that.
Fair.
Because things are so bad, they're still bad, but they're better, they're good. Okay? I also have in my heart tier, maybe that's the Orioles tier, right? So bad that they were bad that they're still bad, even though they're good.
It's like the Yankees. They were so good for so long that now that they're really, really bad, it still looks okay. It's not. Okay.
Yeah, it's the opposite. Okay, my heart tier. I've got the Dodgers, Mets, Astros, Red Sox, Yankees, Mariners, Cubs, Padres, Royals, and Reds. And my requirement for this was strike within striking distance, aside from the Orioles, within striking distance of a wild card spot or on top of the division, right? Like somewhere in that range. The Dodgers, like, they have not been good. In fact, they almost belong in the poop tier. They're very close to belong in the poop tier with the way they played in July and August. However, they're still sitting on top of their division because things were so good for so long that even though they've been this bad, things are fine.
Well, as of this recording, they're tied. They're tied with the Friars.
Yeah, so, exactly. And so it's
Monday,
fine.
baseball family. It'll change by Sunday, but it's Monday right now.
Yeah, well, the Mets, real bad lately, but you're fine. You're still right there.
You'll be all right.
Same thing with the Astros. The Red Sox have gone on a surge. Good for them. They're going to get a playoff spot. I think the Yankees will still get a playoff spot. And I think you're right. I think they're going to gift a spot to the Royals, who are in this tier, by the way, because they're within striking distance. But the Royals are going to blow it.
Yeah, they're going to blow it. Yeah.
As much as I'd love to see them make it. And unfortunately for you, the Yankees would have to be the casualty of that because I don't think it's going to be happening to the Red Sox. I sure as heck don't want it to happen to the Mariners. So.
Right. Nope. You're right.
And the Cubs, I saw a stat last week, Brig, that they hadn't had a comeback win since before the All-Star break.
I saw the same stat.
But they're real bad right now. But
trending not good. Yeah.
If we did this again before the playoffs, they would probably end up in my thumbs down tier if things kept going the way they are right now.
Yeah, if they kept going. Yeah, I agree. That would be this is your fault for me. That was
yeah, absolutely.
This is your fault.
you did this to yourself.
You did.
That would be mine.
Yeah, and now you're on timeout.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, my heart tier I'm calling playoff bound. Right, same thing as yours. Cubs, Mariners, Mets, Phillies, Astros, Padres, Dodgers. For the Mets, it's like your fate is not your own. It's going to come down to who wins the West. Honestly, probably. I really do think.
I don't know. I think that I think they're going to get a wild card, and I don't think they're going to catch the Phillies.
No, they're not catching the Phillies, but their fate is not their own as far as seeding. Like, we won't know where in the playoffs they end up. It's going to depend on who wins in the West and how those schedules, win percentage-wise,
I see what
shake
you're saying.
out. Yeah. With the Astros, I have, why are you the way that you are? I don't think I need to elaborate.
Good.
The Dodgers, how is this even possible, you guys? That's what I want to know. For the Padres, my one-liner is keep going, boys. Like, just keep going. I don't know what you're doing. Don't stop doing it.
Except for right now with the Vetter Cup, I don't want them. Anyway, you said record on Monday. But anyway.
Yeah. So the Phillies, though. Wheeler's out with thoracic outlet. That's going to kills your World Series hopes. Honestly. Alvarado, don't forget, I know he's back. He cannot play in the playoffs. He's not allowed because of his suspension. So what are we going to do about pitching? Nobody knows. You're super dangerous still. I got it. But I'm not as confident as I would have been a couple weeks ago. Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Diamond tier.
Phillies are in my diamond tier, and that's because I watched that team last week, and there are no breaks in that lineup break.
The lineup is awesome. Yeah, I agree with you.
That batting order, there are no breaks top to bottom, and it's dangerous. It's so scary. And if 7, 8, 9 get going, you're done. You're absolutely toast.
Yeah.
Against the Phillies. I also have the Blue Jays, Brewers, and Tigers. Tigers are back. They figured it out. They're back to having the best record in the American League. In the American League, I believe. Yes. They are. As of Monday, they once again have the best record in the American League by a game and a half. Okay. Yeah. They're for real. I was worried that they had run out of gas, that There was like I said, a stretch of 162-ish games of really good baseball, and that was all they were able to put together. I think they've righted the ship. They're going to be good to go the rest of the way. I think they're my AL frontrunner again. Brewers, the Brewers, Brig, in their last 30 are 21-9.
Yep.
That's so good.
So good.
This is the hottest hot streak I can recall out of any team in a while. And I don't know if they're peaking too early, but man, you don't want to play them right now.
No, I agree with you.
That's big time, because the Blue Jays went on a similar kick and have cooled off, but are still fine, right?
Yeah.
So, but to me, those are the 4 best teams in baseball right now, as far as how they're playing. And if the playoffs started tomorrow, I would be really nervous to play any of those teams. But who knows who's peaking early or what? I think the Phillies have the most sustainable. The Brewers, it could be for real, right? Like if this could just be who they are. They could just be this good. But I am a little worried about them peaking early. You don't want to peak in July and August. You want to peak in September. And so if things come back down to earth, then they could be in trouble. I think that, like I said about the Phillies, I think the Tigers are probably the most legitimate team in the American League. You don't want to face them because they put together a more complete body of work than anybody in the league. Yeah. So I think those are my top 2 right now.
Okay, so my diamond tier includes the Tigers as well. For every reason you just said, I won't double down on any of that other than to just say yes. The Brewers, I think that even if they cool off a little bit, they won't cool down and die. They will just level out, because if they can go to Wrigley and take only 2 out of 5 and still be fine, then everything's fine. It's not. Even if they're bad, they're good. You know what I mean? So we'll see, but even if they level out, it'll be fine. And then the Blue Jays, I've got the Blue Jays up here. If you can blow a lead and still win, the Marlins against the Marlins, right? The Marlins took over the lead in the 9th last Saturday, and then the Jays beat them in the 11th. I was like, all right, okay. It's fine. Yeah. They're going to be fine. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, those are my tiers, and those are my justifications for them. But baseball family, tell us what you think. Brad, do you have any final remarks before we get out of here?
I don't know. I just think that we're in for a really good September. Last year was good, but this year I think is going to be even better. Once again, nobody wants to win the AL West. Just throwing it out there. Like, neither the Mariners or the Astros. This year, it's not a 3-team race this year like it was last year, but it's going to come down to who wants it more. And right now, neither team wants it. So I know, because they lose and win they lose on the same day all the time. It's absurd.
Anyway, baseball family, jump in the comments and let us know where you place your favorite team, how you feel about them, which teams you're afraid of, which teams you're most confident in, etc. Let us know if you think we've blown it completely. But either way, we don't care. We're happy to be here, and it's my opinion and ought to be yours. Anyway, baseball family, thanks so much for joining us, and stay tuned for Tuesday when we just keep talking some more. And we love you. We'll catch you then.